the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Charlotte Hornets. So for Charlotte, their last game, a win against Sacramento. That game was a dominant performance. Always nice to win one going away, but it's just one game, and they'll be ready to go tonight. Guys, the Charlotte Hornets, an organization on the rise, one of the league's smallest markets, but they've been aggressive in extending the contracts of their core players, Jet.
Yeah, they're creating continuity. That's very valuable, and creating a style of play. Developing their young talent is also on their agenda. Michael Jordan and the Charlotte organization. Excuse me, Shaq.
Yeah. Hey, don't interrupt.
I apologize.
Come on.
Especially when you talk about the great Michael Jordan.
It was a valid point, Shaq.
There's more revenue sharing. There's more revenue sharing in the league right now. Charlotte has been able to amass some good talent without breaking the bank. I apologize, Kenny.
Okay. Apology accepted.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
We are in Charlotte, North Carolina. 2K Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Hornets. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. The Pelicans coming to town hoping to notch one here in this one-game road trip. And, of course, Jahlil Okafor. This will be his second game with his new team working on getting familiar with the system and the integration process.
You know, the trade you were talking about, it's not front page news, but I really believe that it could pay huge dividends for this team in the future.
And let's quickly get a pregame update from David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Alvin Gentry.
Well, guys, he has an admiration for what he called the intelligent, efficient offense played by today's opponent. He told me that the thing about this team is that they are so good at identifying the weak spots in an opponent, and they come at you in multiple ways depending on where those weak spots are. He said, we've got to be ready for everything. It's a pretty tall order. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And the two teams involved in tonight's matchup, separate conferences. Brent, one heated rivalry. What's the key to winning this type of emotionally charged game?
Well, I think the way to get to your identity first, Kevin, that's usually the team that's going to take advantage of their opponent. Just don't try to do too much because you're looking at that team, you're thinking about down the road, that's the team we could be facing. And if we were to face each other, it would be for the gold ball. So stay within yourself, keep your identity tonight. Don't try to do too much.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Elfrid Payton is out there with Holiday. Then there's Mirotic. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Davis at the pivot spot manning the middle. Dishes it to Walker. And he banks in the layup. Walker's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Hornets.
And always feels good to get on the board first.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting contest. If you look at the competitive matchups out there tonight, we're in store for a good one.
Batum passes to Hernan Gomez.
The young Spaniard, Hernan Gomez, a good finisher around the basket.
And so it's New Orleans with it. 4-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
And that one's good by Davis.
The mid-range shot, a thing of beauty. AD continues to work on that area of the floor.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Walker with it. Now Payton defending. Hernan Gomez, no good.
You can't miss those kind of looks. The defense seems to be a little nonplussed so far in this one, but he flat out missed it.
Mirotic dishes to Davis. It's rebounded by Charlotte. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, terrific performance, really synced on both sides of the ball.
Well, particularly on offense, they mixed things up rather well. They scored on all three levels.
Puts it up from 15. It's deflected.
And right now they're like a light switch in the off position. 1 of 5 so far. Not an ideal start.
And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
Yeah, that's pretty much a perfect pass, and that's also alliteration.
Now here is Holiday. He had 15 points last outing. Mirotic the screen. And Holiday kicks to Mirotic. Outside for Davis. The feed to Randall. Mirotic passes to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
A terrific flush from Anthony Davis there. When he's given room to fly like that, he's going to take off.
In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Here's Batum. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Davis. The Pelicans trail. Now Holiday shoots over Walker, and play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Yeah, a little too physical on that play. Tries to climb over the top of him and gets whistled for it.
Big difference between aggressiveness and awareness. There's no way he's getting that rebound right there.
Mirotic the screen. No one near Randall as he lets it go. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Walker with it. 20 points for him last game against Sacramento. Hernan Gomez kicks to Batum. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Payton against Walker. Pass to Mirotic. Shot clock at 6. Davis setting the pick for Mirotic. No good with the triple. The Hornets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Walker's shot is off.
Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
Charlotte in the lead. Batum dishes to Kid Gilchrist. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic.
And when you look at Kid Gilchrist, and he is certainly known for his ability to defend and attack the rim. He's a terrific athlete, and he uses that athleticism on both sides of the floor, and just the prototype when you look at that hybrid forward position.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. And you look at the size and game of Kid Gilchrist. He is the opposite of what most GMs look for in that 3 spot. But Greg, he makes it work.
Yeah, I mean, most teams want a tall 3 that can stretch the floor. Kid Gilchrist isn't that, but still gets playing time because he's effective when on the floor. If you play defense like he does, you're going to find a way to get on the floor.
Now about halfway through the season, Brent, some teams looking great, but we still have a long way to go. We're talking about an 82-game schedule that is meant to put teams and players really to a full test.
Yeah, it's really something. I oftentimes find myself, Kevin, looking back after 14 years of playing at a team's schedule for an upcoming season, and I scratch my head and I go, wow, I used to do that? I mean, that's not easy to do.
It's very difficult. I agree. Now, here's Batum following the shot by Drew Holiday. Payton against Walker. Payton passes to Randall. Mirotic, the screen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
And Julius Randle, that 7th pick back in the 14 draft out of Kentucky, was a 5-star recruit out of high school and was able to help get the Wildcats to the championship round. So this is a guy who is used to the spotlight.
And that one misses. And Julius Randle with an intriguing game, a great rebounder. He's a pretty good ball handler for his size, too.
Yeah, he likes to rip it and run, and very athletic when he gets ahead of steam, and boy, he can be tough to contain.
Good on the second free throw. Hornets have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Walker against Payton. And Walker kicks to Kaminsky. From outside, off the mark. New Orleans is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And they double up Payton. Mirotic, a screen on Walker. Payton's shot is off. And the Hornets shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Payton against Walker. Here's Hernangomez. Kaminsky kicks to Hernangomez. Batum for 3. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
A somewhat sporadic three-point shooter, but he's able to knock that one down.
Picked by Randall. The wide open look here for Holiday. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
Here's Walker outside for Batum. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And that's now 8 points for Nicholas Batum.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And Holiday kicks to Mirotic. On the wing, Davis. He's off on that one. And Charlotte will come the other way. And it's good, 2 points. Randall's got 6.
Well, fantastic awareness, finishing with ease at the rim, and the defense was just not a factor.
Walker dishes to Kaminsky. Kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Mirotic grabs the miss.
It is so tough to make those kind of shots with the defense draped all over you.
No one near Payton as he lets it go. Here's Davis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 6 points for him.
Just a phenomenal crash from Anthony Davis on the boards there. He comes up with the rebound and gets an easy putback.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Break from his one-and-done season at Kentucky, leading college basketball in block shots. We knew Anthony Davis could dominate defensively, but did you have any idea he'd be this good offensively?
None. I mean, with his length and athleticism, you knew he'd have an impact as a finisher. But the way his shooting has developed, it has been remarkable. Now, granted, this was a guy that at one point was recruited to play point guard coming out of high school, but he's playing more like a shooting guard with his skill set.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for New Orleans.
And the 3-point shot was a huge part of their game plan. When it was falling, it made them very hard to defend. Opponents were stretched out all over the place.
And Tony Parker drops them both. Each coach has his strengths and they've got weaknesses, but if you needed someone to drop a play to get you 1 bucket out of a timeout, who are some of the names you turn to?
I think I'm going to turn to Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, possibly James Harden, because 2 points can happen after a free throw, right, Kev? So
Yes.
I could get James Harden to the line, and then one LeBron James. That's not a bad list of guys to turn to if I need 2 points.
Absolutely. And then what coach would you have draw up that play?
If I don't say Pop, my life will cease to exist. I will say Greg Popovich in late game situations does a marvelous job. Not only, Kevin, of getting the ball to the guy that he wants potentially to get the game winner, but to have options and to make sure that that player sees those options in case something breaks down.
The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Monk.
And maybe not as highly touted as some other guards that went before him, but Malik Monk can be scary on the floor. He can get hot like no other, and once he's dialed in, the points just seem to flow.
So he gets them both. And Greg, as you said, Monk has that ability to take over with his shooting.
I mean, Monk looks to get going with his scoring at all times, and he's just got that shooter's mentality where all shots are good shots. That can be a positive and a negative, but I prefer he have that aggressive mentality when it comes to scoring the basketball.
Now here's Moore after the miss from Malik Monk. Picked by Okafor. Just 5 on the clock. Moore passes to Diallo. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
And here is Monk. 9-point game his last outing. And Zeller kicks to Parker. And it's blocked, and they're able to recover. Williams, that's for 2. Offensive rebound. Here's Monk. No luck. They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Miller with the ball. Williams picks him up. Clark. Excellent D there from Parker.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
Charlotte no good that time either. Pelicans trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Clark kicks to Miller. No good from outside.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Clark kicks to Miller. Back to Clark. Williams comes with a double team. Shot from the low block. But he gets it back. Diallo the pass to Moore. There's 1:47 left in the first. To the left wing. Clark for 3. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Monk dishes to Parker. Picked by Zeller. Williams kicks to Parker. There's the screen. Here's Lamb. And Okafor with the block. Here's Clark. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Miller the pass to Clark. Here's Diallo. Moore outside. Okafor with the screen on Parker. Here's Miller. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
For Charlotte, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw drops for Monk. And from the day that Anthony Davis was drafted, New Orleans had a win-now mindset.
Well, that's what the decree from the upper management was, and maybe a little bit unfair to put that kind of pressure on such a young superstar talent who wanted to find his way in the NBA. The front office focused on making some trades and surrounding him right away without understanding exactly what Anthony Davis was going to be good at. Let's face it, he's still great, and there's still that opportunity for AD.
And a wide open look for Zeller. That three off the mark. Left side, Miller. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Williams can't hit.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And that does it for the first quarter. Hornets lead by 8. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor.
Play free. Just play like you're playing street ball. Just have fun. Just play the game that you've been playing, forever.
Infectious enthusiasm to see it every time he steps on the floor. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they can take advantage of that moving forward.
We've got Jeremy Lamb. Monk is out there with Tony Parker. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Williams at the 4 slot. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
Now here's Moore. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. They set the pick. Okafor with the screen on Parker. With the floater. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That is his first foul of the game.
And gets physical on the boards and just really pays for it with the over-the-back call.
Well, he gets blocked out is what happens. Good fundamentals taking advantage of the over-aggression on that play.
Clark dishes to Miller. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
That free throw good from Miller. Brent, over the past decade, we've seen the creation of several super teams. How hard is it to manage the various egos and make sure the touches are the same, or at least they understand why the touches are being doled out the way they are?
I think the teams that have great management and great coaches that are in touch with these guys, Kevin, understand what type of player are you getting, doing your homework and understanding, are these guys at a situation in their careers where they're still needing to prove something, or are they ready to get down to the business of winning? If it's about winning, that ego goes out the door.
Charlotte leading by 5. Parker kicks to Lamb. Screened by Parker. There's the pass to Zeller. A picture-perfect screen play, and the jumper's good. Zeller's got his first points of the night.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Miller, the pass to Diallo. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Davis is checked in for Okafor. Mirotic comes in for Darius Miller. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Ejuan Moore. And it's Payton in for Ian Clark. That free throw good from Diallo. Here's Walker. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. To the paint, here's Hernangomez. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, we've seen this before. When Willie's pushing the action, Willie makes things happen.
The Hornets have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Hernangomez.
A second-round pick who relies on instincts and a little bit of size. Hernangomez, actually a pretty good free throw shooter.
Julius Randle's checked in for New Orleans. So he gets them both. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Holiday against Batum. Davis sets a screen. Mirotic dishes to Davis. And the basket is good. Davis has got 8 points.
The defense just simply not good enough on AD down there. That's easy pickings.
Payton against Walker. Hernangomez kicks to Walker. Trains the three-pointer. Walker's got his second basket of the game.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Davis sets a screen. Mirotic against Kid Gilchrist. And Mirotic kicks to Randle. And Randle throws it down.
You know, we talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
Walker the pass to Batum. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Right through the D for the layup. He has 6. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, something special is brewing in Charlotte. Point guard Kemba Walker said, it's a great start. We know how to play with each other, and we love playing with each other. The best thing is how hard we all work. We're going to grow. Kevin?
And that kind of optimism is terrific, David. Thank you. Walker and the Charlotte Crews seem to be a perfect match. Now Walker following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Walker dishes to Kid Gilchrist. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And now it's a 10-point Hornets lead.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. NBA official, NBA referee Brent Ashby, one of the toughest jobs in the world. There's been a lot of talk about adding an official to the court. Would that make a difference?
You know, I'm thinking, Kevin, that's like asking 4 of my buddies to add a 5th guy to go out and they're all single. That means there's another guy I got to compete with. So maybe we don't have another set of eyes on the NBA game. Lots of physicality, lots of pushing and shoving. You may see more foul calling, which will slow down the tempo and the rhythm of the game. I'm not sure that's the best idea for the league.
So then adding the Secaucus and the extra eyes in New York to look at calls, I think that might take the place of adding the official.
I think the league has done a great job, Kevin, having Secaucus now have the ability to make some of those calls to help speed up what we do with regards to the replay. And that's a rare sight. Usually shooters make the defense pay when they're that lackadaisical. AD already in his young career averaging over 22 points a game, and he can score in isolation, but where he's very elite is finishing off the assist, and also as a guy who runs the floor at his size extremely well.
Davis on the follow.
Right now, AD is shooting an efficient percentage from the field and is scoring extremely well.
They set the pick. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Charlotte moving the ball around. And it's Walker again missing. And with Davis's length, awfully tough, Brent, to block his shot around the basket.
I think that gives him confidence that he can get around any defender. And Kevin, I would tell you, if Anthony Davis is a good defender himself, he can pick up some of the visual clues against the guys who are trying to defend him, where he can become a more offensive player.
Hornets leading by 6. And Batum kicks to Walker. Hands it from downtown. Walker's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Picked by Randall. Payton passes to Randall. Over Kaminsky. That one a little long.
And defensively moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
Now here's Walker. He's got 8. Pass to Hernan Gomez. 6 on the shot clock. And Batum kicks to Kaminsky. Over Mirotic. Outside for Batum. No good on the triple.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
They get the rebound. Davis. Great D that time from Batum.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Right, you've certainly been in the public eye for a while as a player, as a broadcaster, an actor in the Jerry Maguire movie. Is there anything else on...
So kind of you, Kevin, to bring that up.
I'm just reading the list here, Brent. Is there anything else on camera that you'd really like to do?
Oh, I was in a Coolio video. I don't know if you knew that, Kevin. Coolio made a music video, and I was asked to come down to the studio with the late Malik Sealy, and him and I actually were in the video for the movie's primetime song.
No kidding.
Yes.
How about that? How fun.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Pelicans trail by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Picked by Randall. To the inside. And Randall throws it down.
That shot was all about Holiday and his ability to see the floor and the open man.
And Walker kicks to Batum. To the middle. It's tipped. The dish to Kaminsky. Charlotte no good that time either. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Payton kicks to Mirotic. Davis sets a screen. Shoots off the screen. That shot misses. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier, and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Kemba Walker. Over the last month, getting it done. 10th in assists, 14th in steals, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. And finished off by Davis.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. There's a screen. Here's Walker. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Walker's got 14 points.
This guy is just shredding the defense right now. He's hitting any shots he's putting up.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, when your guards are willing to go in there to the hoop like Drew Holiday, it's a huge confidence boost for the rest of the team.
Now here's Walker. 14 points for him. And Davis sends it back. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Count it. Good. Davis has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Payton against Walker. He dishes it to Batum. Pass to Hernangomez. Batum against Holiday. A shot by Batum, no good. Pelicans trail by 7. And Holiday kicks to Payton. Kid Gilchrist with it. Now guarded by Mirotic. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Holiday.
Two shots.
Free throw drops for Kid Gilchrist. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Hernangomez. Williams comes in for Frank Kaminsky. Monk's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Parker subbed in for Kemba Walker. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Randall. Darius Miller comes in for Mirotic. Etuan Moore is checked in for Drew Holiday. And Ian Clark subbed in for Payton. Here's Clark. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Chicago. He kicks to Davis. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
When a physical specimen like Anthony Davis gets room near the basket, you have to get him the rock every single time. Great recognition there.
Now here's Parker. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Davis has got the ball. Here's Clark. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Clark. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Clark's got 4 points this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results. Extraordinary work from Parker to find his teammate for the open basket. His passing is just phenomenal.
Clark kicks to Miller. Davis sets a screen. There's the pick. New Orleans moving the ball around. From deep, Moore. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Moore's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Parker outside. Feeds to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Monk. And here we go with Miller running up the court. No good from Clark.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
And that one, good.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Now here's Parker. Monk dishes to Williams. He feeds it to Monk. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Misses the three. Here's Clark. Dishes to Davis. That's tipped, and he gets it back. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it down, zoom in, and check all the angles.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
Yeah, and even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
And that does it for the first half of play. Hornets ahead. They're up by 6. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Elfrid Payton. Elfrid, what's the game plan defensively in the second half?
We got to continue to stay home on shooters. They hit a lot of threes. If we cut that off, we have a good chance to win.
We'll see what happens there, EP. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We so hope you enjoyed our first half. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime report. We saw Kemba Walker lighting it up in the first half. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
Well, they've gotten to the line tonight a lot. Basically, they're saying, I'm going to take it to you. And the only way you can stop me is to foul me. But here's the thing. If you're afraid to sacrifice your body, you'll never pick up a lot of free throws. So great job in the first half.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans.
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
Welcome back to Charlotte, the Duke Energy Center, the building in the foreground there. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change, he's got a double-double.
Well, it's an impressive performance thus far, but it goes beyond just his ability. Right now, he's just simply outworking the opponent.
Hornets leading by 6. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday out there with Payton, then there's Davis, then there's Nikola Mirotic, and it's Randall in at the 4 spot.
And when Mirotic first came over to the NBA, he made a big splash, showed that he can act as that stretch 4 and contribute. Unfortunately, he just hasn't evolved as a player since that rookie year.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And that one falls for Mirotic. And for Mirotic, a lot of his lack, Greg, of progression as a player has come from inconsistency.
And you can see it in his field goal percentage as well as when he plays. It needs to find more consistency in every facet of the game. But young enough, I think, to still make that happen.
And so Mirotic nails both of them. Charlotte leading by 4. Walker the pass to Batum. There's the screen, The feed now to Kaminsky. Back to Batum. Left side, Walker. Shot clock at 5. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pelicans trail by 6. Davis with a screen on Walker. Payton kicks to Mirotic. Picked by Randall. The pass to Davis. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And as great as Nicholas Batum is, the one issue he's dealt with, Greg, his entire career is staying consistent during games.
And with his skill set, it is hard for Batum to be completely absent. He can play, though, too passively at times when you know what he's capable of. And he's at his best when he is active and aggressive.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Davis.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Kid Gilchrist, a screen on Holiday. Here's Walker. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
Now, here is Mirotic. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. The tray, and the 3-ball is good. Mirotic has got 5 now. Over a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of action. Now, here's Walker. He's got 18. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. It's stolen by Davis. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. The shot's good. Holiday's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
As soon as AD poked that ball away, the team gets out on the break. He's so good at turning defense into offense.
Walker dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Shoots. Here's Hernan Gomez. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And they're on the break. And it's Walker that time on the assist from Batum. Batum's got his 7th assist in the game. Pelicans trail by 3. And Holiday kicks to Randall. Batum against Holiday. Pass to Mirotic. There's the dish to Randall. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Randall. Charlotte making a switch here. Lamb's checked in. Both free throws good from Randall. The Hornets have gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter, 50% from the field. There's a good screen. Batum passes to Kaminsky. Charlotte moving it around. The numbers in their favor. Here's Payton. Misses off the right eye.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
Lamb The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists now in this one. Pelicans trail by 3. Picked by Randall. Payton against Walker. Outside Holiday. New Orleans getting another chance here.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Payton outside. Davis setting the pick for Payton. Hornets with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Free throw drops for Lamb. Diallo, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. And Lamb drops them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now, here is Mirotic. He has 5. In a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from for New Orleans.
Well, they haven't really been strong enough inside. I mean, they haven't been a force or aggressive with getting those good quality looks in the paint. And I think the one-dimensionality of their offense is going to continue to be an issue because the defense isn't having to worry about clogging the lane or defending down low.
And that one falls for Mirotic.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And so Mirotic nails both of them. Here's Walker. He's got 20. Inside. And the basket by Kaminsky.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And Holiday kicks to Diallo. Mirotic the screen. Here's Randall. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And there might as well have been no guy up on the pick. Nothing happened there. Can't be surprised at the results.
Lamb dishes to Walker. Good on the three-point shot. And it's an 8-point Hornets lead.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Payton with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. The kick out to Holiday. Down low. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Up top, Walker. Covered by Payton. And Mirotic sends it back. But they'll get another chance. Now Lamb. He's got 6. 5 on the clock. Pelicans pull it in. Mirotic has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Fires from 14, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Walker the pass to Batum. On the wing, Lamb. Back to Batum. Walker against Payton. Tries from 7. Here's Kaminsky. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And they've let things get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Williams comes in for Kaminsky. Monk's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Parker subbed in for Walker. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Randall. Darius Miller comes in for Mirotic. Ejuan Moore is checked in for Drew Holiday. And Ian Clark subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Lamb with the ball. 6 points for him. Yep, that one goes in there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Pelicans trail by 13. Out to the right wing. And here's Moore outside. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Marvin Williams for a long while had been viewed as a tweener. You know, a player who is stuck somewhere, Greg, between the small and power forward positions.
Yeah, and for a lot of players, that is plenty to get you minutes. I mean, Williams has improved on his defense here later in his career, and he's shot more threes, and it's really become a weapon for him over the course of his career.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Clark kicks to Diallo. There's the pick. It's stolen by Monk. And the Hornets call time here.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Lamb. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
Now here's Parker. And Okafor with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okafor. Parker kicks to Monk. Just 5 to shoot. Over Moore.
Well, Moore is not giving any room on the defensive end to the guy he's guarding.
Here's Clark. 6 points for him. There's the pick. Here's the floater. It's deflected. Miller dishes to Okafor. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And here's Charlotte. They're on a 16-6 run. Parker kicks to Lamb. Charlotte moving it around. Monk, the pass to Zeller. No good. Shot missing. And New Orleans will go the other way with it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Parker dishes to Zeller. Screened by Parker. And Zeller kicks to Lamb. This one for 3. That's good from Williams, the assist from Lamb. Lamb's got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, at least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
And with this opportunity, we can show you this season's top shot blocking teams. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Here's Okafor after the basket by Charlotte, and Okafor slams it in.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Yeah, they should bring out a big razor right now, Kevin. A great start, an aggressive move to show they're not going to lay down.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Clark. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 6th rebound on the night. Lamb passes to Parker. On the wing, Lamb. 9 points in the game so far. Zeller dishes to Lamb. Over Miller. Here's Zeller on the wing, Lamb. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Lamb. And so it's Charlotte with it. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Monk kicks to Williams. Rebounded by Moore.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
1:22 left here in the 3rd quarter. Picked by Williams. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Kicks to Monk. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Miller against Kid Gilchrist. Miller kicks to Moore. Ball's knocked loose. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2. Two shots.
The first one falls. New Orleans making a switch here. Davis is checked in. Both free throws good for Okafor. 52 seconds left in the 3rd. Parker outside. Pass to Monk. Screened by Parker. And Zeller kicks to Parker. From outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Parker's got 5 now.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Here's Clark. He's got 6, 4 on the clock, and it comes off the front of the rim. Parker outside. And here is Monk. No good. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now let's take a listen on head coach Steve Clifford.
That was all decision making. Great job with the personnel. We didn't get spread out, and we ran down the rebounds. Those are ones we're going to get. We got to get those long rebounds.
And Steve Clifford emphasizing hustle, especially with respect to rebounding.
And, you know, teams are addicted to long-range shooting nowadays. That leads to a ton of long rebounds, and if you don't pick those up, it puts you at a disadvantage.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. MKG and Williams are the forwards. Parker out there with Monk, and it's Zeller in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Here's Parker, following the basket by Anthony Davis. It's Parker with the drive. Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pelicans trail by 14. Here's Clark. Okafor with the screen on Parker. Davis the pass to Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
And that's why everybody loves Davis, because he is a phenomenal passer as well.
Charlotte calls timeout. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Zeller. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Williams. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Monk. And it's Kemba Walker in for Tony Parker. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Randall's checked in for Okafor. Iritic comes in for Darius Miller. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Ejuan Moore. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Ian Clark. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there, use the clock, and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
And here's Walker. Following the 3 from Nikola Mirotic. They set the pick. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Pelicans trail by 11. Outside Holiday. Mirotic the screen. Holiday dishes to Payton. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
That play happens because of the solid pass from Holiday.
Now here's Walker. He dishes it to Batum. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Randall.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Payton against Walker. And Mirotic sends it back. Payton outside. He kicks it to Holiday. Stolen by Walker. Feeds to Kid Gilchrist. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. It's good from about 19 feet. And the Hornets lead by 9.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Hernan Gomez. And the shot goes down.
This is where Willie does his best work. As I say, Kevin, he's really good inside.
That's right, Brent. Holiday, the pass to Randall. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Hernan Gomez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Pelicans trail by 13. Dishes it to Mirotic. Davis in the corner, trying his luck deep. And again, New Orleans has no luck. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
First free throw is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Both free throws good from Batum. Pelicans trail by 15. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Davis with the bucket.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Here's Batum following the basket by Anthony Davis. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. For New Orleans, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Davis sets a screen. Payton against Walker. Off the pick. And Payton throws it down.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
Well, the team needed just a bit of momentum shifting back to their side. They're excited. Let's see if they can maintain that excitement long enough to get some damage done.
That's good from Kemba Walker. No good on the second free throw. Pelicans trail by 12. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Randall dishes to Holiday. He feeds it to Mirotic. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Charlotte. Hernangomez has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
And Walker kicks to Batum. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Batum. And so it's New Orleans with it. They trail by 14. To the inside, Davis. Hernangomez grabs the miss. Hernangomez has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Outside, Walker. Inside, up off the screen, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Willie Hernangomez does things the right way, this time executing in the screen and roll.
Now Holiday. Mirotic the screen. lets it go with a three. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Batum passes to Kid Gilchrist. That one, no good. Excellent D there from Holiday.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The shot by Payton, no good. Kaminsky dishes to Batum, to the middle, and stolen by Mirotic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kid Gilchrist. That's his third foul of the game. Pelicans trail by 16. Outside Holiday. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Payton outside. Mirotic sets the screen for Payton. Back to Mirotic. And again, no good by New Orleans. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 13-4 run. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. Here's Hernan Gomez. And Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
Walker against Payton. Mirotic has a wide open look. That three off the mark.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
And finished off by Kaminsky.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Davis. Mirotic the screen. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. 16 points for Julius Randle.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. There's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Walker with it. Now Payton defending. It's stolen by Randle. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Love the rhythm that Drew showed on that catch-and-shoot jumper.
Charlotte leading by 14. And it's Walker penetrating, and it's in there. Walker's got 12 points in just the second half.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
The feed to Randle. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That's his third foul of the game. Payton with the ball. Passes it to Mirotic.
Holiday.
Kid Gilchrist with the steal.
Now, he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill.
And Walker kicks to Batum. Back to Walker. Over Payton. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Batum. Batum's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
Yeah, he is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down. And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and pointed in the right direction.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Holiday, the pass to Davis. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Here's Holiday. Pass to Payton. There's the dish to Randle. And it's Davis at the elbow. To the wing right side. Outside Holiday. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. It's taken away by Payton. Davis sets a screen. Here's Randall. And no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Batum dishes to Walker. Kaminsky sets the pick for Walker to the inside. Hernangomez in the corner. And the three off target. Pelicans trail by 18. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line or you risk getting burned.
Now here's Walker. They set the screen. Kicks it to Kaminsky. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. That's 12 points for Frank Kaminsky.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Charlotte.
That was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Kemba Walker.
Well, he could not be stopped on offense. Super efficient tonight. There wasn't a lot the defense could do.
Is it getting dark in here? Because if not, it's time to turn the lights out.
It's true. We've officially entered garbage time with some fans starting to hit the exits.
And here's Holiday, picked by Okafor. And Holiday kicks to Miller. Off target from outside. Now here's Lamb, covered by Miller. No good from Lamb. Outside Holiday. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The first free throw is good. Morris checked in for New Orleans. Both free throws good for Okafor. There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Monk kicks to Williams. Charlotte moving the ball around. Pass to Zeller. Moore with the steal. And now the Pelicans on the break. The teardrop falls in. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Parker. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And we'll see you next time.